Hello, dear student. Welcome to the English class held by the National Academy for Training and Technology. My name is Dana Momani. I'm going to be your teacher during this course in cooperation with teacher Ala and teacher Tiala. This course was prepared by our staff in order to meet all of your needs. Homework will be asked from you and you are all expected to deliver. Thank you all for cooperation and we wish you a happy learning and let's get this course started. Now, at the beginning of this course, you're going to see the outline, the topics that we're going to discuss during this course. These topics are, first of all, these topics are the ask and tell about personal information, then how to build a sentence, in, on, at, commonly used expressions, verb to be, simple phrases, present simple, negative sentences. These are the topics that we are going to discuss during our first level. Okay? Now, during this level, you're going to hear the explanation in English only. We're going to speak a little Arabic, but mostly we're going to speak in English. That is, of course, for your own good to listen more and learn more about this language. In each slide, you're going to find at the end of the slide starred words. These are the difficult words that you need to learn. كلمات ممكن ما تكونوا عارفين معناها، رح تعرفوا معناها من خلال الكلمات اللي عليها ستار، هي اللي رح تكون الكلمات المهمة اللي عشان تعرفوا معناها. You can save it, memorize it, write it on your notebook, choose any suitable way for you. Now, the first topic, ask and tell information about yourself, is an important topic. That's because it's a starter of each conversation. Typical questions, typical answers, you're going to learn both. Now, getting acquainted, telling personal information is to know the person in front of you. Getting acquainted, to know the person in front of you. Now, the typical questions we're going to discuss 8 typical questions with their model answers. The first question, we all know it, is what's your name? You give your first name, your surname. Surname is your family name or your second name. For example, what's your name? My name is Dana Momani. What's your first name? My first name is Dana. What's your surname? My surname or family name is Momani. On forms, you can see abbreviations in front of your surname or before your surname. These abbreviations to indicate a person's marital status. هاي الاختصارات بتكون موجودة لحتى نعرف عن الحالة الاجتماعية. We have Mr. We always use it for men. Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Ahmed, Mr. Flan. And we have Mrs., Miss, MS, we use it for women. Now, Mrs., we tell a married woman to show that she is married. متزوجة, Mrs. Flan. Miss, M-I-S-S, Miss, we use it for single women. Or MS, we use it for or to indicate a woman who does not want to share her marital status. She does not prepare to show if she is married or single. She doesn't want us to know, so she writes MS, Miss. Now, the second question is the date of birth. You ask a person about their date of birth in 2 ways. The first question is, what's your date of birth? The second one, when were you born? So what's your date of birth or when were you born have the same answer. إلهم نفس الجواب. That is the 2nd of July 1980. You can see that we start with the day, then the month, and finally the year. The 2nd of July 1980. So why do we say the 2nd مش تنين؟ بنحكي the 2nd of July. ليه؟ لأنه إحنا as an Arabic language we say الأول من الشهر، الثاني من الشهر، الثالث من الشهر. It's the same in English. We say the 1st of July, the 2nd of October, and so on. You can find them here. You can see the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and so on. Now the third question is asking about their marital status. Married, single, divorced, widowed. What is their marital status? So you can ask them, what's your marital status? Or you can ask them, are you married? Are you single? And then they will say, for example, no, I'm not married, I'm single. Or no, I'm not married, I'm divorced, and so on. Then to get to know a person a little bit more, you start asking them about their family. So if they are married, do you have any children? What are their names? If they are not married, do you have any how many sisters and brothers do you have? So you start asking about their family depending on the answer of their marital status. So what are their names if you want to ask about a person's children? How many brothers and sisters do you have, to know how family members do they have? Now after that, you start asking them about work and their occupation. What do you do? What do you do is a question you ask them to want to know if you want to know their position in the company. For example, I am an English teacher. Where do you work? The place. I work in the National Academy for Training and Technology. Do you like your job? You can say yes. You can say no. If you said yes, you say yes, I do. No, or no, I don't. Now, after asking about a person's you can see here occupations in English. These occupations are several occupations to know their meanings, vocabulary, to increase your vocabulary. لحتى تعرفوا معاني كلمات أكتر في عندكم هدول occupations, so you can memorize them, تحفظوهم, to use them so later on our homeworks. We have surgeon, nurse, doctor, businessman, secretary, painter, detective, chef, waiter, bartender, pilot, flight attendant, teacher, astronaut, architect, handyman, construction worker, bellhop, police officer, boxer, and mailman. These are useful for you to know and memorize. Now, asking about a person's contact information. Now, these days we have several kinds of contact information. You can ask about a person's address, email, phone number, landline number. You can ask them for more than one contact information. So the first question is, where are you from? When you ask a person, where are you from? You are expecting them to tell you their hometown. مسقط رأسهم أو البلد اللي هم منه. So where are you from? I'm from Jordan. Where are you from? My students. Where are you from? Now, what is your address? My address is Hospital Street, Amman, Jordan. Can you notice here? شايفين هون my address? We started with the street name, اسم الشارع, the city, the country. Street name, city, country. Street name, hospital. City, Amman, country, Jordan. What is your mobile number? My phone number, and you complete. Do you live with your parents? أهلك? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do you live alone? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do you live in a house or an apartment? A house or an apartment. A house, بيت منفصل. Apartment, شقة. For example, I live in a house. What is your email address? My email address is Dana, and you complete. Now, this information is personal information, contact information. You only give the information you are most comfortable with. Now, free time and activities. What do you do in your free time? Notice, what do you do in your free time? بالoccupations and work, we asked, what do you do? حكينا, what do you do? شو بتعمل? And you answered, I answered, I am an English teacher. بس هون we asked, what do you do in your free time? حددنا الوقت اللي عم نسأل عنه. Okay, مش in general إنه أنت شو بتعمل بحياتك. No, what do you do in your free time? في وقت فراغك. In my free time, I listen to music, I read books, I watch a movie, I go out with my friends. You choose your perfect answer, or your the one you do in your free time. What are your hobbies? My hobby is listening to music, for example. Do you have a favorite singer or group? My favorite singer, let's say Maroon 5, for example. What types of movies do you like? I like romantic comedy movies. Do you like to read? Yes, I do, or no, I don't. If yes, what do you like to read? Do you like to read? عم نسأل إنه أنت بتحب أصلا تقرأ أو لا. What do you like to read? إحنا عرفنا إنه أنت بتحب تقرأ، بس عم نسأل شو بتحب تقرأ. This is the difference between them. And number 8, and it's the last one, asking about habits. طبعا habits can be good and can be bad. The good habits يعني no one asked about. خلينا نحكي, we're going to use questions about bad habits. So do you have any bad habits? Yes, for example, one of my bad habits is smoking, for example, or eating junk food. أكل المطاعم, eating junk food. So this is a bad habit. Do you snore? Do you smoke? If yes, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? هدول كلهم bad habits, not good habits. Now, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. What? Tell me about yourself. How do you introduce yourself? In a short video, please introduce yourself in a short video telling me about yourself so I get to know you all more, and send it to me so I can watch it and revise it for you. Now, this was it for today's class. I hope you had a good time. See you all next time and wish you all a happy learning. You can find under this video, you can write your questions. If you have any questions, I would be delighted to answer them and talk and discuss these questions with you. Wish you all a good and a happy day. Thank you.